Ferrari seems to have established a pretty solid foundation to work on for the 2024 season, and in Maranello the engineers are convinced that the SF-24 has the potential to fight Red Bull throughout the current campaign. The upgrades that are coming to Imola are set to revolutionize the car's performance, as Ferrari are exploring all options with version 2.0 of the SF-24 to provide flexibility. With this in mind, what are the upgrades that Ferrari are bringing to Imola? Well, stick around to find out. The Ferrari SF-24 comprehensively has led the way behind Red Bull this season, showing consistent performances in the first 4 races, which had different track demands in terms of configurations and surfaces. That has added up to Ferrari being comfortably second in the Constructors' Championship with 120 points, and the season has started according to the Italian team's plans. With the SF-24, the team has made massive improvements in aerodynamic relations, resulting in the SF-24 gaining ground in 2 important areas. Ferrari has eliminated the tendency of its cars to shred its tyres off quickly, dramatically improving the car's overall race pace. A key factor contributing to the SF-24's better tyre management is that the Italian team has been able to stabilise the car's sensitivity aerodynamically, resulting in the peakiness of the aerodynamic of the car being cured. Therefore, with such a strong and stable platform to develop on, the team now is focused on introducing upgrades to the SF-24 car with the hopes of gaining a significant leap in performance. This now could be done in an easier manner compared to 2023, considering that the SF-24 does not restrict the Italian engineers anymore in terms of gearbox or chassis structure. But Ferrari are not just focused on raw performance. According to the team's technical head, Enrico Cardile, the team wants to gain both performance and flexibility with the upgrades that are being introduced at Imola. Our car has a more stable platform and we need flexibility. If we evaluate advantages, we will adopt them. We are ready to change programs. Imola is the race which every Ferrari fan must keep their eyes on, because the Maranello team will be introducing a new front wing, a new side pods design, as well as a new underfloor for the car. As of now, it's good news coming from the Italian factory, as the team are witnessing better than expected gains within this upgrade package, which is a twist in itself. For Imola, Ferrari will be introducing a new front wing design, which is an upgrade reported to be of minor detail changes to incorporate the rest of the upgrade package in perfect sync. Following the new front wing, huge improvements to the SF-24's concept will be made. As of now, it's positive news coming out from Maranello regarding the car's cooling performance, as the next batch of upgrades will be focusing on this aspect as well. Ferrari hasn't suffered any cooling related problems throughout the first 4 races of the season, hence the team is first planning on to don massive changes to the car's cooling system in terms of both components and bodywork. Ferrari have chosen to make important changes to the car's radiator inlets, moving on to a Red Bull style inverted lip overbite style side pods design, similar to the Red Bull RB20. It will be RB20 inspired, but won't be an actual copy. According to Formula Uno, this upgrade to the car's side pods is made to improve the car's development flexibility. The SF-24 will equip itself with a new inlet, which will not only be more extreme of openings, but, contrary to the initial orientation, will take up the idea of Red Bull with inverted lip, showing in fact the flexibility of which Cardile spoke about. Alongside the upgrades being made to the side pods, Ferrari will be introducing a new underfloor as well, as the upgraded side pods have allowed Ferrari to obtain a different load distribution, giving Ferrari the option of improving the underfloor's performance. The Maranello team will introduce a new floor, with a complex concept applied on it. Reports have it Ferrari believe the rear end of the car is where most improvement can be found, and to unlock that potential, the team is going to add kicks in its underfloor to significantly improve the load generated around the car's rear to better place the car's center of aerodynamic pressure, improving overall balance. Adding more, Ferrari also has upgrades in the works for the bodywork around the car's cockpit, around the cockpit-sided dividers. According to the latest report from Formula Uno, the side pods upgrade Ferrari have in the pipeline for the SF-24 is aggressive and unexpected. Initially, Ferrari tried the overbite side pods design in the wind tunnel and did not receive good results, but the team has been running a parallel program with its original developments and have found of recent unexpected gains, providing both performance gains and flexibility, keeping a wider development path open for the Italian squad. This could be done thanks to the redesigning the Italian team has done to the car's fundamental architecture, the chassis design. Engineers back at Maranello were able to grasp key data points about the car's fundamentals early on, including cooling performance, which gave the team the license to go aggressive in terms of cooling and aerodynamic solutions, pushing the car aggressively in the wind tunnel. The sudden change in development plans also has been a primary reason for Ferrari to delay the first upgrade package for Imola, which on the previous schedule reportedly was supposed to arrive at Miami. If we are to believe the statements coming from Ferrari as well as media outlets close to the Italian team, we should be able to see a competitive SF-24 after these upgrades are applied onto the car, one that could threat the dominance of the RB20, providing us with some entertaining races in 2024. The most important thing to understand here is that Ferrari have established a solid foundation to build on within the SF-24, and has opened an array of possibilities for Ferrari to pursue developments on that they believe could bring lots of performance to the table, in theory. Now, the important question for us to answer is, can Ferrari with these upgrades close the gap to Red Bull to challenge them for race wins more frequently? Well, the possibility does exist. The gap between the SF-24 and the RB20 over the first 4 races has been between the mark of 3 to 4 tenths of a second, despite the different circuits and surfaces both these cars have raced in. That proves that the SF-24 is consistent as the Red Bull. The engineers back at Maranello expect the upgrades to add a tenth of a second worth of downforce, alongside a tenth and a half worth of efficiency. That equates to 2.5 tenths of raw performance. Considering that downforce gives drivers confidence, improving the car's consistent load generation also will result in a gain in lap time, and we can estimate it to be around half a tenth. All that adds up to 3 tenths, which is enough to be that much closer to Red Bull, just enough to treble their dominance. One thing to note is that the gap to Red Bull is considered from Verstappen's side. Perez on average only has been about a tenth or 2 ahead of the Ferraris, so the Imola upgrades would potentially allow either Leclerc or Sainz to challenge Red Bull as a constructor. But we should remember that Red Bull also have their own upgrades in the pipeline for Imola, so should be interesting to see where the RB20 lands after that upgrade package is applied. With upgrades on the horizon, Sainz expects Ferrari to close the gap to Red Bull as the season progresses. I think they, Red Bull, are definitely going to have an advantage in the first third of the season, until we bring 1 or 2 upgrades that make us fight them more consistently. But Sainz thinks it may be too little, too late to challenge for the title. But by that time, maybe it's a bit too late with the advantage that they might have on the championship. In the meantime, we need more Australias, but I don't see Red Bull as a team making these mistakes very often. No, added the Spaniard. Considering how strong and consistent the SF-24 has been in the first 4 races, what do you guys think? Can Ferrari, with its next huge upgrade package at Imola, bring the SF-24 closer to the RB20 to fight for race wins? We are very much into your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section down below. And on your way down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified of our future uploads, to keep yourselves up to date about the 2024 Formula 1 season.